Okay, so hi dear Cancer, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a general no contact love reading for all the Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising from today till the end of March 2026. The roles can be reversed also, the action can be from your side also, and if it is not resonating, this is definitely not your story. So please don't try to forcibly fit yourself into the reading. It's a request. For personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. And for tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass, two links are given below. So let's start. Okay, the overall. Okay, so the person that you're in no contact or no communication with their current feelings for you right now. Let's see. We have the Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords, bottom of the deck is a Four of Wands. This is somebody who is a sucker for some kind of, what we call that, commitment. Commitment is something that is stopping you guys from staying together, or marriage. Some kind of commitment issues or marriage issues are here in the situation. Maybe one of you want it, the other person don't want it, and or you guys, one of you guys is committed or married to someone else here, and that is creating a third party issue because we have Three of Swords as well in the mix. So deep down, commitment is something that they are kind of thinking about. And on a conscious level, we have the Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords. They're this makes them feel very burdensome and heavy kind of energies whenever they think about coming towards you with some kind of brand new offer, brand new start, just starting or restarting something from the scratch. And it's breaking their heart that they're not able to give you what you want or what you deserve, or they're not able to get what they feel like having in this dynamics. So basically, you guys are not able to get what you want from each other. Even if they feel like they should come forward towards you and do something about the situation, they're too hurt to do something about it because they are not able to give you that. Whatever you feel like having with them, whatever you feel like getting from them, they are not able to give it to you. And it's making them feel very uncomfortable, very disappointed. They are not happy. This is somebody who's heartbroken. This is somebody who's continuously in the stressful energy of what the hell should I do. I feel like having some kind of brand new beginning, but I can't. So they feel like having it, but they can't. Okay, they have their own reasons, and you know better than any tarot reader what their reasons are. Let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions for the situation between you and them, Cancer? We have the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. This person wants to take some kind of action in this direction. They want to manifest something in this direction with a very beautiful, positive, and let's do it kind of energy. So they want to take some kind of action in this direction. They want to work on this mental jail. They want to work on the blockages, the challenges that you guys are facing in this direction, step by step, so that you can heal the dynamics properly between you and them, and then you guys can move forward in this direction and make something happen. This is somebody who is heartbroken over the fact that they are not able to give you what you want. It's their intention also to give this situation a fair shot, a fair chance. Like, let's heal the situation with each other, let's work on this situation, let's work on the blockages and challenges. They want to actively do something about the situation and heal the situation between you and them on a deeper level, and they're quite serious about this thought. Okay, let's see what action is this person going to take towards you, if any, by the end of March 2026, honey. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. by all means they are going to keep themselves protected, they are going to keep themselves in their lane, because their intuition is right now telling them to just wait and watch and let the time come, let the right time come. They're looking forward to have some kind of reunion, some kind of reconnection at some point of time, but right now they are again feeling blocked by the challenges, the obstacles, the blockages that you guys are having in the situation. At the same time, they're trying to protect themselves and you also from getting hurt in the situation again, by doing something prematurely, by doing something that they should not be doing right now. So they have their own excuse, they have their own valid reason to not to connect right now, not to do anything in this direction right now. But at some point of time they are feeling like this is their intention to do something about the situation at some point of time. But right now their intuition is kind of guiding them to not to go in this direction. Mm, towards you, right? This person is trying to protect you or themselves or maybe both of you, because according to them if they are going to do anything in this direction right now, it's going to be a mess that they will not be able to clean, and it's going to be a mess that you will also not be able to clean. So what's the use of right now like doing anything about the situation? Cool. Guidance for you guys. We have the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Fool card. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Pentacles. The more you are going to hold on to something or someone that you cannot change, control, or do anything about, the more your life is like going to suck. No one else, nothing else is going to be affected but you. So the more you are going to, keep yourself stuck on something or someone, I'm not letting this go, I'm never letting go of this person, the more your life is going to be miserable. Cancer, no one else is to blame here but you. In the guidance we have the Nine of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Fool card. There are lots of things that you can do in your life apart from being a sucker of romantic love in your life. Lots of things, I'm telling you. I don't know where my days are going. I am single from last 4 to 4.5 years now, and this was the most beautiful time of my life, these last 4 to 4.5 years. Trust me, all I do is meditate, eat, do my work, repeat, and do a lot of courses, read a lot of books. And now I have like taken a break from courses and books as well. Now all I do is just meditate, do my work, sleep, work on my health. That's it. And I'm feeling fantastically happy from inside. If you're going to tie your life, if you're going to surround your life, like stop your life for one person, or just because one area of your life is not that much sorted, you're never going to be happy, Cancer. And if you are relying on the fact, a lot of people, 80 to 85% people I've seen, oh, but you can't stay alone, you can't stay. Why? At the end of the day, we all are alone. You have to find the difference between loneliness and aloneness. Aloneness is loneliness with awareness, and it can make you feel happy. Once you are going to get addicted to remain happy with yourself, it means you are never going to be sad by anything or anyone. No external circumstance or circumstances can shake you up. Hmm? But you have to fall in your love with yourself. You have to fall in love with yourself, with your energies, with your dark side, with your positive side, with your negative side. You have learned to go to the restaurants alone, to go to the movies alone, but with happiness, not out of pity, not in the victim mode. Oh my god, no one is there to be with me. I don't have friends. I have only three friends. I can count them on finger, but they're really good friends. My family is good. Now they have become good. Now they have become supportive of my journey. Now I'm not saying I'm never going to get never going to get married or never going to get hitched. If I'm going to find somebody, if I'm going to feel, because right now my cup is full of love. If somebody is going to add some kind of productive energies in my life, I am very open to the idea of it. But I am the happiest in my life, happiest in my life of 36 years. 36 years. Yeah, I'll be 37 in May. So trust me, I'm the happiest person alive on earth. I am living alone in Mumbai in a small flat. I have made this room, made this flat my paradise, and I love this flat. See, this is how it works. Independent. I don't know. I don't know what strong man or woman is. Strong is like For me, strong is somebody who can express their feelings, who can genuinely express their feelings, who can be real and authentic. The most highest frequency that you should be in is authentic. Being authentic with yourself, being authentic with your feelings, with your energies. So that's how it happens. This is your guidance. If you are going to make marriage or commitment or a romantic love only the center of your world, you are never going to feel the kind of happiness that you deserve, Cancer, that all of us deserve. But the time has come for you guys. Cancer people, when they're in love, they go crazy. Clingy AF, crazy AF, caring AF, loving AF, everything AF. AF is as fuck, right? But they often forget that they stop loving themselves. They stop taking care of themselves. They stop, their life for the person that they feel like they're in love with. You are not in love. You are obsessed. You are codependent. You are in trauma bonding. If you are going to, abandon yourself for anything else or anyone else. For most of you, it's about romantic connections, but for some of you it's about friendships also. Put yourself first, and putting yourself first doesn't mean you're selfish or something. It means that others are also going to value you. Now, it's not all the cancers are like that. Of course, I'm a Cancer moon myself, I'm not like that. But I have seen a lot of Cancer people like this, and I don't believe in astrology and shit. I have to say the names of zodiac signs because I have to do the readings. That's why I never associate my card reading with astrology, because astrology is, I don't find astrology matching with my energies ever. Ever. No astrologer was able to tell me what I'm going to do in my life. No astrologer was able to tell me that I'm going to walk on a spiritual path. No one till this point of my life has given me the correct answers to my questions. So it's not the matter of belief or anything. I have experienced it. For those of you who believe in this, I don't care. It's your opinion, right? So go for it. I just read the cards. Tarot is something you just read the cards, you just read the figures, the pictures. That's it. You don't have to relate it to the astrology. A lot of people do that. At first, tarot was only a game of cards, just game. And afterwards, people started using it for intuitive energies, for divination. Divination is like, most of us feel like divination is fortune telling, but it's actually just connecting with the subconscious, and the answers that are inside of us are coming out. So all of you know the truth about your situation. You just want to hear it from somebody's mouth, and here I am telling you the truth about the situations that I am representing on my channel. Maybe in the coming future I will leave tarot as well, but for the time being we are here. Yep. I don't know why I gave you this lecture. Maybe you needed this today. Anyways, my love. So let me answer one of your questions related to this particular situation of your life. This portion also might or might not resonate. If it does, good. If it doesn't, don't worry too much about it. Okay. If you're not going to get clear cut yes or no, then take the message as the guidance for that particular situation. And let's start. I'm going to give you 10 to 15 seconds to get the answer. If that's not enough for you, you can pause the video and unpause whenever you feel like. So let's start. You can close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, ask your question 3 times in your mind space, keep it short, simple and precise, and your time starts now. Okay, I forgot I am doing this. The answer is no need to worry. Yeah, see? Often there are situations that we fret and worry about even when they're out of our control. These situations can keep us up at night. The no need to worry card lets you know that even if things seem dark, a resolution and an easing will come. Worry will not improve anything, and dawn is just around the corner. So thank you so much for tuning in, Cancer. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.